Welcome back, welcome back, and welcome back. We are getting ready to make a cube steak with mushroom gravy. Yes, we are. Extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to cheat with some canned gravy. You can make yours from scratch. Nothing wrong with that. Some Worcestershire sauce, some thyme, black pepper, garlic salt, dash, some steak seasoning. That's about a cup of flour. I got a bag of these frozen mushrooms. Feel free to use the fresh ones. A cup of onions. And then our cube steak. Here's your shot. Let's get cooking. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and season both sides of this meat. And of course, Gigi's taking a shortcut. Like I said, you can make your gravy from scratch yourself. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to season both sides. I'm going to go in with some Mrs. Dash. You can just simply use salt and pepper if that's what you're comfortable with. Again, I say use the seasonings that you and your family like. And again, we're going to season both sides. And we're going to add other flavors to this, so be mindful of that when seasoning, okay? And that's the steak seasoning. Some garlic salt. A little bit of that black pepper. You can use white pepper for this dish as well. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Gigi's channel. She is always doing some yummy up in here, okay? And then a little bit of that Worcestershire sauce, because again, we are making cube steak, okay? And we're gonna flip it over and do the same thing, all right? And since I've already got this in my hand, we're gonna start with the Worcestershire, okay? And this is, like I said, it is a delicious dish, okay? It is yummy. It takes a little bit longer to cook, but that's why we're going to put this baby in the oven, okay? We're going to sear her up real nice and good, and then we're going to put her in the oven. And we're going to let her cook on 350 for an hour, okay? And we did forget to put the thyme on the other side, but that's okay. She got hidden with the other seasonings. I'll just put a nice little generous amount on this side. And then I'm going to get the dredging over here so that we can go ahead and get it in the flour. I'll be right back. Okay, now some people don't put seasoning in their flour, and that is quite all right. Do what you feel comfortable with. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of each one of these seasonings in this flour. Simply because I like all of my flavors to marry with one another. Okay? The only thing that's not going in here is the Worcestershire sauce, okay? And then just give it a little zhuzh. And then we're going to get that back over here. Move these out of the way. I'll be right back. Okay, and now we're just going to dredge these in that flour. And this is about a cup of flour, okay, that I have here. Just going to dredge those babies real good. And I'm going to dredge each one of them. Okay. It's a real simple dish, a real easy dish. I mean, the hardest part is just waiting to eat. But again, this is a really simple dish. Things made easy with Gigi. She likes simple, she likes easy, but she loves flavor. Okay? Okay, and now we're done with that flour. And this is what they look like. Amazing. Now we're going to go over to the skillet. I'll be right back. All right, I already have my skillet heating up. So I'm going to go in with a couple of tablespoons, maybe about 3 tablespoons, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Okay, and then we're going to go in with those steaks. And we're going to let them cook for about 3 minutes each side Sorry, didn't mean to bop you. About 3 minutes each side, long enough for them to kind of brown up for us, okay? We want that color. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to let those cook for about 3 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. We're going to go ahead and flip these good babies over. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Delish. They don't want to flip, do they? I don't want to dig it in there. There we go. Aren't they looking beautiful already? Look at that. Okay, so we're going to keep this going. We're going to let them cook for 3 minutes on this side, and then we're going to take them out. So I'll be back when it's time. 3 minutes. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take these out. I'm going to put them in a little pan over here, because again, we're going to put these in the oven. So they're done doing what they're going to do in the skillet. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and do, hold on a second. Okay, in this same pan, we're going to go ahead and get those onions in there. And you can slice your onions differently if you want to. This is just how I already had mine sliced up. I tell you how I get them home from the market, and I just go ahead and slice them up and get them in the freezer. So they're always ready for me instead of me trying to get ready for them, okay? So we're going to saute this up for just about 2 minutes, okay? Stirring every 30 seconds. So we're just going to let this go, cook, get all yummy smelling. So I'll be back in about 2 minutes. All right, so now the next step, we're going to go in with that gravy. You can use cream of mushroom or cream of chicken or cream of celery in this dish as well. I mean, you won't get the brown effect, but you can always use some browning sauce, and that'll still give you your browning effect. Okay? And we're going to just let this go for merely just a minute. So we're just going to kind of heat it through, let those flavors get to know one another. If you've never made this dish before, this is a good time to go ahead and taste that sauce and see if you want to add any more flavors to it, okay? This is a great time for that. So I'm just going to let this heat through just merely for a minute, and I'll be right back. All right, at this point, we're going to go ahead and pour that gravy all over that cube steak. Whoop, didn't mean to bop you. Go ahead and pour it on in there. Get all that gravy in that pan. And if your gravy's too thick, just simply add some water. Okay? I'm just going to kind of lift it up a little bit. Get some of that gravy underneath it. And that's it. And look at that. Tell me that doesn't look magnificent. Look at that. Oh, yeah. So now we're just going to go ahead, place a piece of foil on top of this. Seal it completely up. We don't want any air to come out. In the oven she goes for 1 hour. And I'll be back. 1 hour, 350. And there she is, fresh out of the oven. Things made easy with Gigi. All day, every day. Please like, subscribe, and feel free to share. Everybody be blessed and stay safe. Know you're going to see Gigi next time. Absolutely delicious. Take care, you guys.